Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of Subsistence. It is pretty early in the morning, and we are going to do a little bit of building today. Not quite sure how much we'll get done. I don't have a lot of resources still. I don't have a lot of material to build with, so we're going to do the best we can today with what we've got. And I'm trying to get some of the windows up and going as well. Just because winter is swiftly approaching, and we're needing our windows done. My plant beds are taking forever because I don't have the time to water and fertilize them every single day. I'm just going to go ahead and plant what I have. I need one of, well, I don't need all of you, but I will take one. There's a plant bed that's empty here, and I don't have the tomatoes to plant in there, so I'm going to just do what we can here with what we've got and let it go at that. First things first, this morning I am going to do a bit of building. I want to get some more roofs placed here so that we can sort of start closing that in. But first, let's just go ahead and use what we have down here in our inventory. Number 7, just a window here. And number 6 is a wall piece. I do think I made another window piece for right here. Number 6, let's go ahead and get that placed. All of the inside here is going to be railings. There's going to be another doorway right here with a door on it, simply because I want to close the towers in. But I don't really necessarily want to close in both sides of the wall here. I want to be able to see what's going on. And there is some rogues just up on the hillside. Like, you can see them right between the limbs of this tree here. You can see their fire. That is where they're at. I did see them overnight. I did hear some gunfire. That is why I actually seen them. Let's go ahead and get this placed as well. Wall goes first, and then window, and then wall. So number 7 and number 6 here. Again, if we're too close to the base with this, we can always move that out a couple of blocks. It just takes some time, but that's okay. Time we can do. Resources, we don't have any control over those. But number 7, let's go ahead and get some more of these placed, the roof pieces. Very excited about trying to get some of this completed. We do need some more of the elevator track here. I really wish Cold Games would have given us a pillar in the last update so that we could start getting our base structurally sound. I really am wishing for more building pieces, guys. I know if you're a builder or you like building in this game, you are with me on that. You are definitely wishing for more building pieces. I need to finish the railings here as well, but we did run out of nails, and of course railings takes nails. I really don't like that idea, but it's what it is, and we're just gonna have to go with it. So let's go ahead and get this placed, get this roof piece done here as well. And we have one more roof piece, and then we're going to work on some of the windows. I did place some of them already. I have done quite a bit of work off camera, trying to get some things done and completed for you guys. I spent a couple of days working on getting some wood and some resources to do a bit of building with. But I think getting that roof on that really ties that together. I think it looks really good with that. I'm glad we are starting to get some more of the walls done here. I think that'll be a lot nicer when we start with the railings down this direction as well. The tower is going to definitely go up by one more. I'm going to have to put a staircase in there, and then we'll start putting the roof on the 3rd story of that, or the 2nd story. There won't be a 3rd story on the towers yet. But for now, I am going to start placing these rounded windows here. Number 6 and number 7. I did place 4 windows already. I completed the ones over. I really like that, guys. I don't have a lot of power to use right now, but I really do like the Christmas tree. It's a very nice addition to the game. I did finish the windows over in the kitchen area, or what will be the kitchen area at some point. Just wanted to get a couple of more of these up and going. So Albion mentioned that she didn't think the radiator would last or would keep you warm all over the base. I do think it's basically like right here you can see we're at 37% and we're like outside pretty much. But even right here we're at 22% currently. So I think it'll be okay. I don't know how well it works on a different floor. Hopefully it still does like the stove here and just gives off heat on the other floors as well. But we're just going to have to wait until it's a bit colder and we have a bit more power to figure that part out. Let's go ahead and put the wood back in here as well and get out. Do a bit of looting, or as much as we can possibly do. And try to avoid the rogues. You can see them up on the rock there. I'm sure they're coming down here to fish. But I really do like the way the base is starting to take shape now. Really still need to get a chicken, guys. We still don't have a chicken in our animal housing. We do need the feathers. We also need the better meat, the higher quality roast chicken dinners to get ourselves boosted up as much as possible. I'm not quite sure which direction I want to go in to do a bit of looting. I do know I want to avoid the rogues. I don't want to have them come down and you know, attempt to kill me or do any damage to the base. So hopefully we'll just get up this direction a bit, see what we can come up with. We do have ourselves a pickaxe now that we finally remembered to make one of those. We can get a bit of ore as well. Hopefully we can get quite a bit of that today. We're pretty desperately seeking iron. We do need zinc as well. I would like to get enough zinc to build some oxygen tanks so that we can get down and explore the cave. I also want to start getting prepared to do that. I would love to do that next week, hopefully. If not, maybe the following week. I am really scared, so I'm kind of, you know, putting it off a bit, but I really, really want to do that. I'm just going to have to face my fear and do that. I'm not quite sure what all I'm going to need to take. I will be taking water, quite a bit of that. I'll take several protein bars with me as well. I'm hopeful that we can kill some bats down there and have some food, some actual food, and we don't need to eat all of our protein bars. I probably will take myself a crate and at least a platform so that we can place the crate down. I want to be able to take that down with me. I don't know where he is. I want to be able to take that down with me so that I can place some things about halfway through the cave if I need to. And hopefully, if something comes up and I die, I won't lose everything. I'm not quite sure if there's crates down there. I do think I remember seeing in the patch notes that there was some crates that you could find down there with better loot or different loot. Not quite sure about that. I don't know if I need to take lockpicks with me or anything like that. I don't know if those crates are special and require you to break into them with a pickaxe or an axe. I'm not quite sure on any of that. Maybe they're just crates that you can loot like normal crates. There's some scrap just here I want to get as well. So I'm not quite sure about the cave, but I know I'm going to start trying to prepare for that as much as possible. I've asked your guys' opinion on that quite a bit. And most of you say, you know, at least take a crate maybe and a foundation just to place the crate down on. I do have a little sort of outpost at both ends of the cave. I do have my extra diving gear on the northern lake side of the cave. Just so we can get back out of there and we don't have to carry the diving gear with us all the way through the cave. The next time we go into the cave, we probably should go in from the northern side so that we'll have a way to leave a set of diving gear down there, and we'll have a set on this side as well. to get back out of the cave. So I think it's basically alternating which side of the cave to go into. But we'll figure it out, guys. It's not, I think I'm stressing too much about it. I don't think it can be that difficult that we won't survive, but I do know I'm going to take quite a bit of ammo with me as well. The 44 is an excellent weapon against the people, you know, the cave hunters or whatever down there. Can't get any of these ores. That's really, really sad. Yeah, gonna have to leave that. But I am going to try to get over through here and see if we can find any more loot today. I know there's a cougar in the area somewhere, not quite sure where exactly. There is a wolf over here. So I guess I'm going to have to just sort of run down the center of these two and hopefully avoid any other animals as well. There's a bear to my left and I hear the cougar. I don't necessarily see the cougar. I'm assuming that's it. And there we have it, guys. We did end up killing the cougar, so that's good. I might die anyway. Okay. Sorry for being so quiet on that one. It really, really caught me off guard. Was not expecting that at all. I'll try to butcher this cougar if possible. Catch my breath a minute. That really, really scared me. There's a locked crate just there. And of course, we don't have a lockpick. That's okay though. We're doing really well with loot. I do, however, need to start getting some adhesive. So I might have to do a base raid pretty soon in hopes of getting adhesive. It seems like that's a great place to start if you're looking for it. We usually come out of there with about five or so pieces, sometimes 6. Very good place to find adhesive is the bases. You can also find it in the what is that? Another bear. You can also find the adhesive in the locked crates. That's also a good place for that. And of course, you can kill the moose and the deer and use their antlers. There's another locked crate just over here. This is an excellent place for locked crates, guys. Very nice location for that. Let's see if we can get this ore here. I do think it's iron, but you never really know in the rain because potassium looks a lot like iron. Okay, what else do we see over this direction? I don't know if there are rogues over here. I did not check the map that closely last night. There's a crate just here, so that's pretty nice. 2 planks, a bandage, medicinal plant seed. That was pretty good. Getting some sinew here. Don't really necessarily absolutely need it. We do have quite a bit in a crate back home. But while we're here, we might as well, right? Hopefully we'll live to get back home. Is it already getting evening? I do think it is. Probably don't have enough shotgun ammo to kill another cougar, so we're going to have to be careful. If we run into one of those, we will most likely die. There's a deer down there. Let's use this, or don't use this horrible rifle and try to kill it. We did need the antlers, but that's okay. We'll manage. We do have quite a bit of adhesive made back at the base. I think we have about 15 or 16 pieces made. So that's pretty good. I mean, it could be better. We could have a lot more, but that's okay. That deer is coming back this way. I know if I shoot it, it's going to run the opposite direction if I don't kill it. Well, it's probably not going to be doing any running anytime soon. That was an excellent shot and never ever happens by me. The rifle is an okay weapon if you can actually hit something with it. That is my problem. I can't ever really hit what I'm aiming at. So let's wash our hands. Let's start heading back in the direction of our base. We do have the rogues to contend with down there, as well as the bears that are around the base. There's a bear there, a brown bear. I'm not sure if it's still in that area or not. They do tend to roam around a bit. But for now, let's just start heading back in the direction of our base. It is getting pretty late, and the storm doesn't make anything any easier for us. There's a wolf to my left. That's okay. We'll try to avoid it. As you can see, the beacons. I have 2 beacons at my base. One of them is the cave. One of them is the BCU, of course, in our base. I do have this little thing over here for cougar sort of hunting. Don't really use it anymore. That was early, very, very early game. We were using that to kill the cougars, you know, sort of shooting them and running to the outpost and, you know, letting them run away and then, you know, doing that all over again until we actually killed it. We were out of stamina, and that is not good at all. Let's have a bit of the blueberries. Hopefully that'll help. Let's have a drink of water. We don't have any protein really. We could eat the protein bars, but we're really, really close to the base, and it's okay if we have to take our time, you know, getting back there. It's not that big of a deal. That'll give us time to look around and chop some trees for some wood and all of those nice things that we need to do. The storm is very, very noisy. I do apologize if I'm yelling at you guys. That is not my intention at all. We're going to definitely have to attempt the gliding again. That would be really interesting to figure that out really, really well. You can see my little platform that I used to put the splints inside of. There's a crate down there as well. That's what I actually put the splints in, not the platform. Sorry about that. I didn't want to try flying and break my leg and just be an entire episode of me limping to find the splint material. So I did bring several with me and place them in that crate. We didn't really come home with a lot of loot, but for half a day's looting, that's not really too bad, honestly. Is that a crate or an animal or a fern? Crate it is. Nails, very, very nice. Getting some nails is always good loot. An ammo crate just here. Very, very nice. An arrow, excellent. An arrow found is nails that we don't have to use. You do have to have nails to make arrows. And if you can find them, that's just as good as finding nails. Let's try to get the worm from the 6-log tree here. And our stamina has recovered quite nicely from just chopping a few trees and looting a crate. I do forget to do that quite a bit. I know you guys mention it all the time. You really should stop and chop some trees to help rebuild your stamina, because of course gathering wood does not require any stamina yet. I'm not quite sure how long it's going to be before that changes. I wouldn't imagine that staying in the game forever. If you're chopping wood, you should be using stamina. If you've done that in real life, you know it's not an easy job at all. Let's take the iron here and drop it in the base. Let's get in here and put away some loot and check out our excellent hard work. All of our windows and doors and all of that up. That's just way too cool to have something semi-completed. Very excited about that. We have 2 apples we can just drop here. We have some meat that we need to put away here also. We have some wood that we can top up the fire. The fat needs to be rendered. And we do have a couple of things to put in here as well. I'm just going to drop this little bit of wood in here just to keep the fire going. And then everything else goes downstairs. And hopefully we can get everything put away. You. You and you go in here. The ammo goes here, as well as the sinew and the ammo crafting items. We do need to craft some more glass panels. That would be nice to have. But in order to craft the windows, we do need the iron ingots, and we don't have
Charge complete.
We don't have any of those. Sorry about that. My headphones were charging. Yeah, let's just get upstairs and have a little bit of food. We're pretty hungry. We do need protein. Again, we do have some steak and eggs, but we don't have any more eggs coming in, so probably not wise to have all of that. Yeah, we're looking really well now. Let's go ahead and have a blueberry or two. Just drop a couple of those in there. Let's have a carrot also, and a drink of water. I do think our cotton will be getting pretty close to being ready to harvest. It is ready to harvest now. Let's go ahead and pick that and put that in a crate downstairs. We'll plant something else here, probably some medicinal plant, just because that's the only seeds that we do have currently. Our tomatoes and our random stuff here is still growing, and we have a tomato over there as well. Probably just plant some medicinal seed plant. That's great for biofuel. If you don't use this, you get a ton of return on one seed. So let's just get back in here and put this away. Put our cotton downstairs in the base, or sorry, in the crate, and call it a day, guys. I want to thank you so much for hanging out with me today. I really do appreciate all of your support on this channel and on this series as well. I hope you enjoyed this episode. I hope you're looking forward to future episodes. And I can't wait to catch you guys in the next one. Until then, have yourselves a wonderful, wonderful day.